Good evening, everybody. Wow, I got a little phlegm in my throat. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the live stream. Let me turn down the music a little bit. That countdown came quicker than I was expecting. I was reading a text. Welcome, guys. The topic of conversation is the Mandalorian, but you know how these things go. We never stay on topic. Let's just shoot the shit about whatever you guys want to this evening. Yeah, man. Just, I wasn't planning on doing a stream tonight, but I figured, hey, you know, it's better than sitting my ass down on the couch and doing nothing. Why not just hang out with you guys for a little bit? Yeah, so I'm assuming all you guys saw the latest episode of The Mandalorian. If you want to talk, about even The Last of Us, I'm up for that too, because we're all caught up. But yeah, welcome, guys. Trevor, Chris, what's up, JJ? I hate corpse husband. Good to see everybody. Halo. Oscar, what's up, Oscar? Tetsu Pink says, oh my god, HelloGreedo, I saw you on Pink Milk yesterday. Yeah, I stopped in. I saw them streaming. If you guys aren't familiar with Pink Milk, great podcast. I highly recommend it. They have fun, and I like listening to them whenever I get a chance. It's a good time. I was ill prepared for this stream. I just hit go live. I created a quick little stupid thumbnail, and I did not fully have it set up by the time the counter went down. Disney World was great, JJ. Thanks for asking, man. We went down and stayed stayed at the Animal Kingdom Lodge. Got down there early, got our room early at like 10 in the morning. And we basically stayed at the pool at the hotel all day. And my daughter went down like her first big water slides at the pool and whatnot. It was a good time. And then the next day we went to Magic Kingdom. It was a good time. So I'm actually watching the latest episode of The Mandalorian again tonight. Just because my wife hasn't had a chance to watch it, and she wants to check it out. So I will be doing a second viewing this evening. I'm looking forward to it. Did you protect yourself from the pirates of the Caribbean? I love that ride, man. The big whoop-de-doo, as my daughter calls it. The big whoop-de-doo is the big drop near the beginning of the ride. It's a good time. Oh, I really enjoyed the episode. It was very reminiscent of, you know, the first season to me. I think that's probably why I liked it so much. Yeah, JJ. I'm actually planning on printing that picture out. JJ's referring to a picture that I just posted on Twitter a couple hours ago. It's of me and my daughter in the Astro Orbiter ride at Tomorrowland at Disney World. I'm actually planning on printing that picture out because I liked it so much as an 11 by 17 poster. And putting it up somewhere in the office. But Mimi, thank you so much for the first super chat and channel support of the stream. I greatly appreciate that. Mimi says, I love how it focused on just Mando related stuff. It felt like a season 1 episode. Exactly. I literally just said that, man. Like, the episode reminded me of what I loved most about the first season of The Mandalorian, you know. Very small, scale and scope, self-contained little adventure with two main characters. Yeah, for whatever reason, it heavily reminded me of the first season because of that. Now, I'm sure it's going to get more grand, more expansive as the season progresses, but Yeah, that first episode was it felt so quaint. Did it not? It felt so quaint. I thoroughly enjoyed it. But anyway, Meeby, cheers. I appreciate the hell out of that channel support. Yeah, that is without a doubt one of the reasons that the episode hit me the way it did. You know, it had some familiar faces, but it didn't stick with them too long. We got a lot of new characters in the pirates, you know. So that's what I'm fishing for. That's what I'm hoping for. The new stuff, right? The new stuff. It's all about the new stuff to me. But yeah. Anyway, cheers, man. Chris, good to see ya. Chris Froming, thank you so much for the channel support. It's been a while. Glad I could make it tonight. You're a huge inspiration to me and part of why I have 19,000. Thank you and never stop creating or I'd be sad. You got 19,000 on YouTube? Or another platform? That's huge. Those are great numbers. Congratulations on that. That's successful, man. That's awesome. Hell yes. And no, well, first of all, I appreciate the kind words there. That's very humbling. Cheers, man. I'm never gonna stop making stuff, Chris. Like I've always said that I have a very healthy relationship with YouTube. In 1 month, dude, that's wild. 1 month? That's crazy. That's a huge congratulation. It took me multiple years to get 19,000. That's big. But yeah, like I was saying, Chris, I don't plan on ever stopping. Like, I have a very healthy relationship with YouTube. I make stuff when I feel like making stuff. It's not my main gig. I don't rely on it for income. You know, I never feel pressure to like pump stuff out. I just make stuff or stream whenever I just feel like it, you know. If it ever feels like a job, you know, I just take a little step back and I don't make stuff for a little while, you know. If it ever feels like a job or I get a little, not bored isn't the right word, but a little burned out, you know, that's when I take a little break. And for me, I know a lot of other creators are not like that. They're constantly putting out stuff and good on them, you know, to each his own. But for me, that's not really what I'm hoping to do on this on YouTube. You know, I'm just here to have fun and shoot the shit and talk about Star Wars from time to time, and yeah, I'm just here to have a good time. But Chris, that is huge. Congratulations. That is in 1 month almost 20,000 subscribers. That is you know, that doesn't happen very often. Yeah, have fun with it, man. Have fun with it. Hell yeah, I'm proud of you, man. That's great. Where does it go from here, man? Where does it go from there? Anyway, cheers. I appreciate that that channel support, and that's inspirational in itself, man. The fact that you got a big jolt of 20,000 in a month. Hell yeah. Landon Thompson, thank you so much for the channel support. I greatly appreciate that as well. Landon says, I've been wanting someone to be chasing Mando throughout a season. Hopefully the pirates fill that role. Also, anything wild happen at work recently? Yeah, I love that. I love that idea. Like, they're on the run constantly. That would be a really fun just through line for this season, to have the pirates constantly on Mando and Grogu's tail. I don't know if that'll be the case, but that would be a really fun way to kind of progress this season. And they're like interfering with what Mando wants to do throughout the entirety of the season, you know, and constantly chasing him. I love that idea. We'll see if that happens. But as a concept, it would be great. It would be a great little through line for the season. Anything wild happen at work recently? I've had a few fires. We went into we had a fire in a house that so we have a lot of crazy medical calls. Like 99% of what you do as a firefighter is medical. We're all trained EMTs. The officers are paramedics. And you're constantly just going to medical calls. I mean, it could be something as, small as like a nosebleed that you get called for. Like somebody calls 911 for a nosebleed, you can go to a nosebleed. Or it could be a cardiac arrest or, something dealing with a kid, which, those are the worst. But the other 1% is, I don't know if it's 1%, but, the other small percentage is fire related. And we went into a house that we were either second or third due, which means that we were the second or the third engine on scene after the first due engine got there and put it out. And right as we were pulling up, they successfully put out this big ass fire. And we went in and we were tasked with doing a primary search of the house. And which means that me and my officer go room to room throughout the entirety of the house, open cabinets, open doors, look under beds, look under mattresses, anywhere that a pet or a kid or a human, somebody could be hiding, or scared, and we go through this house. And when I say that it was a hoarder's house, I cannot exaggerate it enough. I cannot over-exaggerate it. The house was just one story, and there was just shit everywhere. One room had like 4 washers and dryers just in there stacked. And the whole room was just wall-to-wall clothes. Doors were actually like bungee corded shut. It was there was no layout to the house. It was like, I don't know, it's probably built in the 50s or 60s, and they just built upon it over the years. And like, there was no method to the madness of the layout of this house. So we're going room to room, and we turn a corner, and there's like a sheet on the wall. And we're like, what the fuck is this sheet? And I moved the sheet, and there's an entire different room in the back behind this sheet. And it was just like, it was, my officer described it as a firefighter's death trap, because there was no plan to this house, and it was just wall-to-wall bullshit that you could get caught on. And it was don't be hoarders, man. Like, I don't know how people live like that. Luckily, the fire was extinguished as soon as we went in. But that's how, things go south. It would have been very easy to... We could barely see, but we could see, and I have a FLIR. I have a thermal imaging camera on my bunker coat. So, like, I'm walking around holding this thermal imaging camera up, and I can see my officer, and I can kind of see the pathways, and I can just see a bunch of junk on the screen, and it definitely helps to have that in a pinch. But like, if the flames were still rolling and black smoke was present and there was like zero visibility, that's how people get in trouble. That's how firefighters get in trouble. But yeah, I mean, that's mild compared to the, you asked if anything wild happened at work recently. We had, yeah, I mean, I can't go into the medical stuff just because, yeah, it's gruesome and sad. But yeah, anyway, I appreciate that, Landon. It is it's the most exciting job, dude. It's the one job in my entire life where I've actually I wake up in the morning and I look forward to going in, doing my truck check off, getting my gear ready, and just preparing for the day, you know. A full 24-hour shift with a good crew, shooting the shit and bullshit, and then the alarm goes off and you're on the truck in 10 seconds and you're rolling, you know. It gets the blood pumping. It's fun. It's very fun. But anyway, I appreciate that, Landon. Cheers, man. Oscar Rodriguez, good to see you. Thank you so much for the channel support. Oscar says, can't watch Mando until I'm back from vacation visiting family I haven't seen in 14 years. But I'm not afraid of spoilers. And shout out. Yeah, shout out from California. Nice. That's fun. 14 years is a long-ass time. That's a super long time. I'm very close with, well, there's a lot of family like on my dad's side that I don't see very often, but the family on my mom's side, we're pretty tight knit, and we used to see each other every year at like a big family reunion in a cabin. That was like a 40-year family tradition. We haven't done that in a couple of years just because my grandparents are like, you know, the mobility, you know, they're like 93, 94 now. Kind of hard for them to get up to the mountains, and they don't really have the desire to do it now, which is a bummer, but we still try to get together whenever we can. So we're pretty close, you know. But yeah, 14 years, that's wild. Enjoy it. Yeah, no reason to watch Mando when you're hanging out with family, unless they're Star Wars fans, of course. You could make it a family event to watch The Mandalorian. But yeah, really, Oscar, there's really nothing to spoil in this episode. So yeah, like you said, you're not afraid of spoilers. That's fine. There's honestly nothing to spoil. I mean, really, in this episode. Other than some familiar faces that, to me, were a little unexpected to see. And you'll see what I'm talking about. But, yeah. Anyway, Oscar, have fun in California. I've been there twice. I've been to California twice. One was in San Francisco to play Battlefront 2 before it came out, and then another was in LA for EA Play to play Jedi Fallen Order before it came out. Good times. Yeah, those are the only 2 times I've ever been to California. But cheers, man. Let me close some stuff out here. As I said earlier, I kind of just hopped on and started this stream and wasn't as prepared as I should have been. There we go. All right. Oh, we can talk Mando. We can talk anything, man. Whatever you guys want to talk about. These live streams rarely stay on topic. Trust me. Very rarely do they stay on topic. All right. I stuck it out with Heroes. That was a bad decision. Also did the same with Once Upon a Time. I've never seen Heroes. I remember when it was coming out, Catherine. I remember like my friends watching it, people being really into it, and then it just kind of fell off. Where you living, JJ? I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess you are living in an unexpected place. I'm gonna guess you're living in Texas. Yeah, Selecta T, have you heard about the rumors regarding the new Luke, Han, and Leia show? I did see something posted on Twitter. It might have been today. My thing with rumors and all that stuff, okay, here's my thing. I've been active on YouTube in the Star Wars community since 2011. So for 12 years, I've been in this mix, right? I've seen thousands of rumors come and go. 99.9999999% of them just fizzle out to nothing. They were bullshit from the jump, right? So whenever I see something like that, as cool as an idea as it might sound, I always take it with a grain of salt, and I always, like, my bullshit meter goes, and that's probably bullshit, right? So I maybe people get the rumor machine goes through cycles, and people get super excited for certain things that pop up as rumors. And then maybe they get a little bummed out when they fizzle out to nothing and they realize that it was nothing. But yeah, just being so active in this world, this Star Wars world for so long, unless it's an official statement, I tend to brush it off as nothing, Oh, nice, LA. What brought you there, JJ? I'm curious. Maestrofelli says, wanted to know your opinion on the designs of the Mandalorian armor in yesterday's episode. I thought they were pretty uninspired. Simplicity is usually good, but I think they just look bad. So Mandalorians, I've said this before, they've always felt like just kind of generic sci-fi warrior things that we've seen before in other franchises, right? They've never really done anything for me. They've always been kind of generically boring to me. And an entire race of, or not, an entire group of characters based off of, let's face it, Boba Fett's armor has always been kind of goofy to me. And their armor, it's always been like, I liked Boba Fett's armor, in the original trilogy, in The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, because it felt like such a hodgepodge of stuff. Like, it felt like some dude made his armor, you know what I mean? Like, by himself, just put it together. This was all before there was, a race of Mandalorians and everybody had the same armor and all that stuff. So yeah, I mean, like, Mandalorian armor, the only one that I've really ever cared for is Boba Fett's in the original trilogy. The other stuff has always been kind of like generic to me. I did like the kid's helmet, just because I liked the colors of it. It kind of it looked a little funky. I liked the teal on it. But yeah. I'm not really a guy who likes the type of city, LA, but my goals brought me here. Nice, man. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, that's inspiring. Do it to it. Krantz, thank you so much. Where are we at? 32 minutes. I'm probably going to have to jump off here a little early. My daughter actually fell asleep really fast tonight. So me and my wife are going to go downstairs and have longer time together than normal. Normally, my daughter doesn't fall asleep until like 8:45. But I took her to the park today. And we're We didn't get home till a little later because we were just running around. It wore her out. So I think she was just sleepy. But Karance, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. Karance says, today would have been Dr. Seuss's 119th birthday. My favorite Dr. Seuss book, Karance, is Fox in Socks. Is that what it's called? Fox in Socks? Fox in Socks. Yeah, Fox in Socks. It's I feel like it's a lesser known Dr. Seuss book, but it is the most tongue twister of tongue twisters when it comes to Dr. Seuss books. I'm sure there's like a digital copy you can just look over and read real quick. It's that's my favorite one. I like reading Dr. Seuss books to my daughter just because they're like, I like reading them fast. Like the words are really fun to read fast, you know? Yeah. His books were great. We have The Things You Could Think, Fox and Socks. Of course, we have Cat in the Hat and Green Eggs and Ham. Got a couple other ones there too. Yeah, One Fish, Two Fish. But they're a lot of fun and goofy and imaginative, you know. But 119, happy birthday, Mr. Seuss. Oh, that's Dr. Seuss. That's Dr. Seuss. But cheers, Krantz. I appreciate that. Rodline, thank you so much for coming in with potentially the final super chat of the stream before I hop off. Yeah, I've been going for 34. Yeah, I'm going to hop off here after this super chat and head downstairs. Rodline says, did you like the Mando storyline in Clone Wars? I did. I did because it didn't feel like, you know, back in the day, Mandalorian stuff always felt so generic and boring to me. You know, you had like Mandalore the ultimate, Mandalore the indomitable, like it just, I don't know. But over time, there's been some nuance and layers added to Mandalorians. So I did like the Mandalorian episodes of the Clone Wars. You know, seeing the vying for power, how the structure of the society. They did a good job with the Mandalorians to make them not feel so, you know, two-dimensional. Because in the past, to me, I could never get into them because they always felt super two-dimensional, you know. But yeah, Rod, I did. There were multiple good arcs focused on the Mandalorians. Yeah. Clone Wars is good, guys. I was a late bloomer when it came to the Clone Wars. I didn't start watching it until 2017. I was peer pressured into it by people on live streams to watch it. You know, I had no plan to watch it before that, and then everybody was like, "No, it's good. Give it a chance. No, it's good. Give it a chance. Give it a chance. Aren't you a Star Wars fan? Give it a chance. Give it a chance. Give it a chance." And eventually, what did I do? I gave it a chance. I gave it a chance. And I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'm glad I watched all 7 seasons. But, yeah. Anyway. Alright, it's time for me to go. Alright, guys. I don't know when I'm going to be streaming. We're going out of town next week on Friday. We got a cabin rented, and we're going to head up, me and my wife and my daughter, and we're going to go spend some time in the mountains. Kind of hoping it snows a little bit. But I'll probably end up doing a couple streams and videos this coming week before we head out. So, anyway. Alright, guys. Sorry to cut this short, but my daughter fell asleep fast, so me and my wife are going to go hang out. But thanks for hanging out with me in the meantime, my friends. All right, you want to go to the mall? We can go to the mall. I can't yell like I used to right now because I don't want to wake up my kid right in the room next door. But we can go to the mall. Let me find the song. All right, everybody. Have a fantastic morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are on planet Earth. And I will catch you all on the flip side. See ya.